Should be live is the hope. Come on. Hopefully my mic's also working. Come on. I'm waiting for this to pull up on my phone so I can actually make sure that everything is working. It's refusing to pull up on my phone. There we go. Get. Goal for this. Oh, I forgot to type in the chat so I can make sure I can actually see it on my phone. Give me a second. I'm always slow at the beginning because I only have one screen. Okay. I also wouldn't even know how to do it if I had multiple screens. We're going to work on getting this dug out because I thought I had this dug out. Apparently, I don't, which is a very big problem. Also, I realized I need 100 of each sticky block, which means I got more work to do in collecting honey. So it's going to be a while before we start. So our last block we can mine to is... Typing that in the chat. I don't feel like making a mistake. That's how far we can go. Any blocks we mine are going into a different storage area because this storage area we're digging out is for only the chunks that we are going to be digging out in making this. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Figure out how we're gonna deal with the water, but we'll figure that in a second. I think the plan is to have these be 4 tall. Yeah, 4 tall. I don't even know if that's gonna be enough. What is that? 400. Each one requires, we'll say 12. There's gonna be probably 21, so I have to do that math. What is that? 12 times 21. Double it. Gets you 240. Am I at the right spot? Hold up. Yeah, I'm at the right spot. Okay. Each one requires 12. We have 21. So if we just had 20 chunks, that's 240 chests. 240 plus 12 is 252. That's how many chests we need. We're going to have stacks of 4 going down this entire thing, and it's 100. So it should work. And yeah, I know that math was like, took me a minute, but oh well. So yeah, we should have more than enough chests to sustain it, and I will say 12 chests is overestimating how many blocks we're going to have. It's assuming that there's 100 blocks that we're going to mine. I'm saying we're mining out a full chunk, but we're only going to really go to this height. We'll collect whatever ores we see in the floor, but we're not going to mine out the floor because I don't want to deal with the annoying part of bedrock being uneven. So our numbers won't be 100% accurate for inside of a chunk, but they'll be pretty close. And then we'll have all that figured out at some point. Whenever we start doing this, well, the first set of chunks, which how much is 101 by 101? 16, 32, jumps me to 64. Add another 32 to that. Gets me to 96. So I was at 4. That's over 6 chunks. 6 and something chunks. So we're doing 6 by 6 basically. I'm also aware I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this wall, but considering my signs right now are there, I'd rather not. We can leave that where it is. And progress is being made on collecting the resources required for the big build. We almost have every 64 block. I don't know if it rains, if we'll hear it, / if it's thundering. Care if it's thundering. Now, having building blocks in your inventory is quite useful for when you come across things like that. That's gonna be a fun challenge. Kinda forgot that digging this in a backwards way of how I normally would dig out a chunk. Which means I've got lava pools that I need to deal with, which I think I have access to up here. I'm gonna assume that they're multi-block. Okay. I don't know why I was doing that. My character was just being annoying. That's annoying that I accidentally put water into the system. What? Yeah, I broke some torches, oh well. Boy up real quick if I need it. I'm gonna... Okay, so I need to break this block. Let's just start mining this out because it's obvious there's a lot of lava built up here. Have to replace this roof then. This is gonna take more than one stream if I do all of this, it seems, because this is taking forever because we hit... I mean, there's not much lava, it looks like, in the path. There's like one more spot I see lava becomes visible within what we're digging. So hopefully don't have too much of this headache. I want to see if I can get this to be to the point where I know how far back I need to go with this, and I can stop at that point. This is going to be a very fun and tedious process. Oh well. Okay. Keep our roof nice and flat. I'll probably fix the torches in a minute, since it's going to get dark if I don't. It's already dark. That's... I'm going to have to keep a very close eye on our lighting. It's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, so the steps that we're going to have to do for this are definitely going to be where we have to go and set up the storage system, because that's going to take a while. We're going to only aim to get some of it set up, since I don't think we'll... We don't need to set up the entire thing. The entire system is set up to store one chunk worth. One strip of chunks worth. So, do you think we can do some of it? Now I gotta figure out what the return system's gonna be, since the return system's in that wall instead of where the line. Very complicated system that I've gotten to work, but it works. I made this a lot bigger than it needs to for the function, because think about the block. So we'll probably have decorative block here, chest, double chest, and the hopper system. And all of this in case I want to build in sorting systems. I have to look and see what we're going to do for that, because I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure out what this pattern here was. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes here. And this can go back. Yeah. I know that there's more spread out that way when I'm just putting towards the back wall, so I don't have to worry about distances later. It's also out of the way of when I build whatever I build. I cannot stand having to deal with lava like this. Okay. Let's definitely a bad system of how I'm going about it. If I move the wall here. How much more? Once we get past this lava, we're fine for a while. Like I said, that little pocket that we can see off in the distance afterwards. Don't have lava, please don't have lava, please don't have lava, please be the end. It's obviously not because I can hear it still, so. But it is shrinking. I'm assuming this has lava behind it. Why? I overscrolled. That's why. Oh. This is why I don't. I would just cause more inventory space chaos than I'm gonna deal with a lot of inventory problems by the end of this, but we'll figure that out as we go, I guess. Why the actual main chunk, I'm already aware of. I don't want to rely on the Minecraft inventory the player has. I'm gonna rely on a lot more resources, a lot better of a way. That's why I made the machine I made. Here for this, I can read. This mid. It's honestly better to go the way I was going, I think. I'm surprised there wasn't lava. Of lava. This one. Probably this one. I will say, Minecraft's next update actually has one feature I'm looking forward to. The fact that I will be able to use Silk Touch and get back the turn this stuff in a what's it called? What is it called? My brain is now breaking on me. In the stone cutter and be able to just Silk Touch everything and be able to turn it into cobblestone if I want. That is such a nice feature. Can we now get a woodcutter? I mean, it's no fair that we can get a lot more resources from stone than we can out of wood. And give the stone cutter the woodcutter the same feature that the stone cutter is getting, and be able to turn logs into stripped logs through it would be nice. Just a suggestion, you know. Come on. I have to go very serious when I get into the lava territory. Takes me a lot more brain power to be able to swap quickly, but I am. This is no fun. Thank you. It was at least nice there and made it where it was not in the corner. Let's make it a corner one, because then I would have been. I could have used the roof. Okay, we're getting back to the lava territory, so we're gonna go into. See if we can do this without losing. Okay. Lava behind this one. Does this entire row then clear? Are we almost out from lava territory? Ah, come on. Okay, so this is probably going to have lava behind both. This is probably going to have lava behind both. And then this one, which I have no building block on top of it, so I can place a block in case it is behind both. I've had lava pouring down my head if I did not do that. Almost maxed out our inventory space. So we're going to have to go and create a sort system outside of this so we can store the stone that we're getting from mining out the storage system for the giant chunk. You know, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have to place water. Almost how it seems of lava territory. I need to place blocks on top so I can actually build. Take care of my problems if I come into them. Please. Honestly, I don't know if this. There we go. Got. I wouldn't say lucky. That was just poorly done by me. Are we almost out of lava territory, game? It'll be so much nicer once I don't have to worry about it. I might go and tackle the other lava spot just so I don't have to deal with it. One useful part about the mini-map, we can see where our problem areas are. I mean, the mini-map has a lot of uses. I messed up my torch. These. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a long tunnel. I can't wait to get... The actual chunks should be more fun. Because at least when we're doing the actual chunk, we'll have a beacon effect. And you might be asking why I just don't give myself the beacon effect now. I don't feel like destroying and moving my beacon that many times. I'm also impressed by how fast the lava moves. Sometimes. Like, it's supposed to be... Oh, my inventory's full. It's the middle of the night, which means we're gonna have a horde of mobs up here. Or it's turning day. That's nice. Set my inventory up like that, I guess. How can I clean this up so my inventory is better off? Doesn't fix the problem for now. It just makes it a future problem, which is honestly fine with me. Considering how much deep slate I already know I need, I'm collecting this all because I am going to need so much of it. I don't get why deep slate is different than normal stone, where you actually need the cobbled variant to be able to do anything with it for crafting is a little weird. And what I mean is you can't craft the tiles, you can't craft the bricks, you can't craft any of that if it's not cobblestone. And they are fixing that at least. The chains for it. Our pickaxe probably will not be surviving this, which means we'll have to swap to the other one. Getting the Silk Touch variant of everything, which will be annoying, but so be it. Yeah, I got no XP farm over here. I need to figure out how we're gonna get XP because when we do the actual Mega Mine, it's gonna be a lot worse. I was hoping to get out of lava being where it is, but it seems like we still have... How much further do I need to go? Like here? Underground lava is actually so annoying. How does it last this long? I don't know if I can move... I'm curious to know if I can move circle boxes with pistons without breaking them. I know that the way that they break is because they're getting pushed into something, but I don't know if that means I can just move them and not push them into something and move them. That might be able to upgrade my flying machine. Like, I got out of this wall and I'm back into being in my area that I'm mining out for lava. I've yet to build the entire thing together, so it will be interesting to build the entire thing in survival and see how it breaks. So, we're just getting every little piece set up is all we're doing. I'm sure that won't end poorly in the slightest when we try to build this in survival. I did not want to be dealing with lava again in this wall. But here we are. Hopefully we're almost out of it. I need to place down another torch, I realize. Do that in a second. I'm gonna double check that we have no comments. Nothing. Yeah. This is making me slowly lose my mind with how much lava there is. I'm sorry, the water touched me. I should not have been on fire there. I might be changing my strategy once I get out of this lava to be down the line. I think it'll be quicker. Please don't be on both sides. Please don't be on both sides. Please on both sides. But we are getting towards, I think, the end. Like, looking at how this is forming, should be the end. Also, if I open the map, I am past what I can see of lava. So, the map just sees it as an entire block, which I don't actually like, which means there could be more lava pockets in here that I don't see. I can tell you it keeps going. I saw through that for a second. I am curious to see how much of this I can actually get done before I've got to go and do more homework. I'm just taking my break that I planned. So, yeah. Really nice. I am looking forward to this. We should be almost out of the lava. I am so hopeful. We'll just have to find a way to get a lot of wood so we can create more chests for storage of these. The wood, I am not looking forward to how much wood I'm going to have to collect. I need enough chests to make, what, 12 double chests? Full, no, not 12 double chests full of shulker boxes. So, it's not going to be actually crafted as shulker boxes in the system. I'm going to have an auto crafter set up to do that for me because I'm not crazy enough to that way. There we go, we're out. So, let's get this, let's do what I said, straight down these lines. But yeah, how much is that? 12 double chests, each hold 54. 54, we can add 100, make it, okay, 54 times the 10 gets me to 540, then 540 to, give me myself, plus an extra 108, 540 goes to, what is that number, 540 plus 108 is 648 chests, which is over 1,000 logs that we need. And that's only for one set of chunks that we're gonna do. We're gonna do, like I said, this entire thing is gonna dug out to bedrock, which is gonna make me broken wood. Everything I built with is gonna make me broken wood. Wood is surprisingly a hard resource to collect a lot of. This needs to be so clutch so I don't destroy my inventory with redstone. I'm probably going to have to do the back wall at some point so I can make it so that there's actually light at the midway point. It's a slow grind to the end. I'm excited to see what cave systems we find when digging this. Are we going to find any giant ones that make my life 1,000 times easier? Or is it going to basically just be solid rock the entire time that we're digging? How many water caves will we come across? I need to find a way to keep track of that stuff as well. So, I'm thinking probably a book and quill will be used to keep track of mob spawners and cave generations and stuff. Well, the caves I care about more are going to be the big caves, not the small caves that I will run into 1,000 times, if not more. And any other things that I come across that are interesting to see. Probably keep an eye on ruined portals, shipwrecks. No, there's no ocean monuments in this set of chunks, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but I'm pretty sure the city's going to reach out to one of them, so we can just put it underneath one of the buildings. I think it's it. They are all the Guardian Farm that are possible are over in the futuristic tall skyscraper section, so it can work. Like, I know it's underground, but still, that area would be set up perfectly for that, I think. Oh, my inventory's full. We got... I don't know how many chunks this is, how deep it is. I should check that and see how many times we missed this. Up we go. It's almost nighttime as well. So, because I'm going to need to collect wood before I can do anything, we're going to have to sleep. If you're just joining us and have no clue why I'm digging out a giant chunk of land, I will sew that off in a second. I just need to get... Why did it? Okay, that's there. This here. That there. Craft a chest. Drop that on the floor. Stick this here. Considering that I don't actually need obsidian. Plan is use the stuff. We have a giant 2,000 something border square that we're digging into bedrock. Right now we're working on creating the storage system that will be holding all the blocks for this. And we want to keep the blocks we mine there separate from every other block I've mined in this world, because I want to keep track of statistics of that. I need to find wood though. So, everyone wondering this, I'm waiting for a thunderstorm so I can get a charged creeper so I can get another piglin head for another build that we're doing on this world. I'm right now prioritizing this world more than the other sets of games I play, or any of the other Minecraft worlds, because this is my forever world. I want to make progress in it. Compared to all the others, I prefer this world to be played rather than the others at the current time. I want to get as much progress on this done. I gotta figure out what the plan is for some of these resources, because I'm gonna go crazy having to gather everything. By the end of it, wood will definitely be what kills me in this world. I don't think there's any other resource in this world I will have to collect as much of as wood. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'll be honest. Wood's gonna be the death of me. Okay. Come on, get me back to the thing. And this weird contraption thing here is a teleporter. It requires I'll use the lodestone, but yeah. I've used it. I've created a video on how to make it. It's not my design. That is very important for me to say. Find the video on my channel, and yeah, you'll see how it works, who technically owns the credit to it, and all the fun stuff that come with. Okay, we gotta get to the end so we can collect our stuff. Good news, I'm getting these resources that I'm currently collecting can at least be used for the future build at Frosthaven. I was like, what is the name again? I started saying it and I was like, is it? Yes. Frosthaven needs deep slate, so we at least are collecting wired deep slate because my deep slate stockpile basically does not exist. So, looking on the bright side of what we're doing, I forgot to count and see how wide this is. I've got another 30 minutes to keep mining before I gotta go back to doing homework. I'm sure that I will be doing it completely wrong again. But yeah, I'm right now in concrete design, which basically is the design process behind a concrete building. We've done our first submittal, and we're going to fix everything we did wrong with the first submittal. I did fine on everything at the beginning. Like, everything at the beginning was fine. And then it's the second we get into using computer models to do more complicated stuff that I didn't do it wrong. It's just I plugged into the computer wrong and got bad numbers, and then that led to getting or according to the teacher, I've redone the computer model. I'm getting the same numbers, and I'm just like, I'm going to do a lot better job of keeping track of how I've gotten these numbers, so I'm being better about recording things. It's also the fact that the thing I'm designing is just probably not how you would design it in field. It's gone to that point. It's that thing of keep the beam and the girder the same size, and it's causing the girder to be it has no logic left to it. The girder is now wider than it is deep, and that's definitely a problem in a lot of the math. But yeah, rules like that sometimes shouldn't be followed, and here I am following them, as it's what's expected. Overall, it's fine. I'm getting through it. I'm actually further along than I think I anticipate. It's just making me go crazy. I'm doing so much recalculations of stuff I've already done, and I'm just kinda going crazy. But you have to learn, and realizing to be a lot better about keeping track of and organizing and showing what you've done to get your numbers is important, so that you can't get said, that number makes no sense. You can be like, oh, it's what the computer gave me. And it's actually only gotten bigger, the numbers, with me redoing it, so, you know. I now have more load on a beam that already was struggling to exist, are now a smaller beam on top of that because I'm no longer allowed the 37. I'm being told to make it at least, the biggest I can make it is as big as the column, so I'm like, so what if I just upgrade the column? I'm gonna have to. That's my rule of column is now dictating how wide my girder can be. I'm probably gonna have to upgrade that. Which is gonna be fun. But it's fine. I mean, technically you can get anything to work. It's just a matter of how much sanity do you want to lose, and I'm truly going down the rabbit hole. Okay, I've spoken for so long about that for no reason. But yeah, school is taking its toll. I also have an essay that I'm finished. I'd say finished doing the research on. I've gathered what I'm using for my research. One of them is debatable, and I need to talk to the teacher if I can use it, since I don't know if a review of a book will count. Because I can't physically find the book. I've looked through every available way of getting it. Books that we can use for the research. Nothing. I am not buying the book. even if I could find the book, that is, can't even find the book on anything. I'm like, so this book just exists, but there's no way to find it. Interesting. And then I have a financing class that I'm going crazy from, but that's expected. Financing is financing. I'm not built for it. I've built a super calculator that can do a lot of it. It's not fully done because I've been busy doing other stuff for classes. So when I try it by hand, I don't fail every problem. I actually get close. It's just, I'm pretty sure I type numbers in wrong or rounding or something. I don't know how things break, but they're close, but not the exact number I need. Put in my calculator thing I've built on Excel, and bada bing, bada boo, I get the exact answer that is required. I'm definitely doing it in my calculator does it the cheapest way possible. It's like, oh, give us all the diamond. Hold up. Diamond. Okay, no more distraction. It grabs there's lava right here somewhere. I heard it. Yeah, I can see on the map. It literally just takes the value at the given time, changes it to the present value or future value, depending on what you have it set to. Sums it and then does whatever else it needs to be able to do the calculation. Definitely. Hey, it works. It works. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, those are the 3 classes that are right now like taking up most of my time. I mined with the wrong pickaxe. Darn it. Because I also have 2 other classes. I have music theory, which is, I don't want to say a joke of a class, but it's easier than the other classes I have. And this is someone who has had no musical experience in his entire life. So, going good. It also took us like 6 minutes to do 1 row, so I think we might actually be able to finish this. I say 6 minutes, but then it's almost been a day. Did I look at the... I don't know. 10 minutes. We'll say it took us 10 minutes to do it, because that's being conservative. And conservatism is always good. It's how you make sure your building doesn't fall and you don't get sued. I don't actually need to wait up here for it to be night. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Wandering trader. Hold up. You're useless to me. I want to stay in case it thunders, but I want to keep mining. I don't think you can tell it's raining down here, can you? I'm so far you can't tell it's raining. I can't even tell if I'm going to be able to hear if it's thunders. We'll see. How many more rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over an hour's worth of work. So yeah, we're not finishing this in this video. I'll probably keep working on this in my free time, along with the other spot we still have to mine out. And collecting all the resources we still need to collect. There's so much to do. And it's actually completely impossible to plan in this game. I'm gonna be honest. Things can go wrong in so many ways. Take longer than you anticipate. And then the other class I still have is Foundations. That's another class that's almost easy for me. Mainly because I think it's just how it's just completely open, no open book for everything. Which honestly, I'm not complaining about. I love that style. That's the real world as far as I'm concerned. When I'm actually hired, I'm not gonna be trying to remember equations. I'm looking them up. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I think this was the equation for this. No, you look that up before you do any work. You're not gonna make a mistake and be like, oh, oops. Like, I get tests are meant to test you, but the modern age is arguably changing how that works. I'd even argue that in the old days it kind of didn't make sense, since for whatever your job is, you would probably just write down all the important equations, what they're used for, why they're used, and have like your own area of knowledge built up. So I don't get why tests are closed notes, closed book. It's just weird, in my opinion. But yeah, classes are going well. I'm just extraordinarily busy and going slightly insane. And of course, during the week, we can possibly be on streaming Tuesday, Thursday, since I'm actually not on campus. But yeah, the other days, not so much. We're on campus for a lot of time. Friday's the only days that I get off slightly early. But then I still have homework to do. So that always puts a fun little knock on the probability of me actually doing stuff. I do a lot off cam across so many different mediums of things I do. You guys just don't get to see a lot of it. I still need to finish the Fortnite Battle Pass. I just realized I have not done that. That ends soon. I'm gonna work on that at some point. Oops. Bro, I've not been into playing Minecraft, Fortnite this season. I think it's partially the fact that I keep crashing. I fixed it. But at the beginning I was crashing anytime it would go and do storm closing or seal bubbles or anything. I now lowered my graphics quality and I'm a little annoyed. So that's that, which is a disappointment. But I also just think the season kind of sucked. Like, the season was boring. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm at topics at this point to speak of. But yeah, when we do this, the actual big dig, anytime I dig on this, we're probably going to be streaming, which means there will be streams where there is no mic. It will also probably be create its own entire playlist. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It might be called the Big Dig. It might be called the Perimeter. The Chunk. I don't know what we're calling it, but yeah. That will be added at some point, mainly because I want to see how many total hours it takes to do this entire thing. I have a feeling I am not going to enjoy it. So that will probably start whenever we start actually emptying the water out, which I need to find more sponges to do. I've decided we're doing the sponge method. Flying machines will probably be used for when we get into deep ocean. So the next chunk up from us, but because there's land, that makes it annoying. We can't use flying machines for it, at least not yet. So, yeah. We'll also be working getting a lot more of those set up so we can actually handle it. We need slime farm, we need honey farm. We need a better iron farm than what we have. I am going crazy with the one we have. I need to start working on that base. Which is more digging. This is going to be underground. I just love digging so much, don't I? Why does everything I choose to build have me flattening out or digging a massive hole? Like, it's actually insanity how much I've dug in this world. We might actually finish this before... It's 50-50. I don't know. I am interested to see. In mind a little bit more. trying to figure out why it's so dark in this corner. It's definitely the way that torches are placed. That's fine. I will have to come up with a design for this build. We're not actually going to have 100 chests for these. Because this area is going to have decoration. I'm not going to leave it looking like this. Considering that's going to be a futuristic organization that is basically controlling this place, probably going to go with that. Granted, this also has nothing to do with them, so I don't know. I'm hopeful that we get a lot of tuff from this. Tuff is actually annoying to collect, and considering that the sewer system of the city is built out of tufts, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go crazy if I have to collect it manually in any other application, but at the same time, I can't touch the tuff that I mine until I'm done with this. So I don't know what the plan is basically what that is. We'll figure it out as we go. That's all I can say. But yeah, we're gonna have obsidian coming up again. We'll put a slowdown in how fast we're mining. And the reason we're not going to use the stats counter because it's not going to be able to keep track of what we're doing. At some point, I actually think we might break the stats counter since it can only go so far. Oh, we're maxed out on materials. That's no fun. But we'll be doing other projects too at the same time, so keeping track of how much we've dug from now to that point just does not make sense. Honestly, if it... but if it lightning, Creeper's probably no longer in the boat. I was like... It probably would still hit the creeper. But, I'm gonna fall asleep and see. We're getting a lot of valuables. I want to make sure that it still's there. It's still there. I'd rather not lose the creeper or the boat, since lightning destroys the boat. The creeper would just wind up despawning. It would be nice if charged creepers did not despawn. I mean, it would definitely be terrifying. Just you lose a charged creeper near your base because it somehow got out of a boat and it just does not despawn. Now you're like, so where did it go? But yeah, this will be a very interesting project for us to get up and running and done. Because this is basically the biggest, hey, let's do a test that is so stupid that only I would think, let's do it. And in all reality, I'm not going to be able to fill the bottom of this up within my lifetime. I don't think I can dig this out in my lifetime. I'm going to be honest. We'll probably start building the main building before we even get to that point of clearing that section out, just so we can start getting work done. I do still need to design it, though. Along with the castle that we have the blueprint set out for. I know what it looks like, I just have yet to build it so I can actually build it properly. We then also have so many more projects. This is insanity. I am too ambitious for my own good, and it's causing me probably a lot more problems than it's worth. But, so be it. How many more do we have? 4? So in 3 we managed to get... We got 3 done in 18 minutes. So another 18 will be almost done, but we'll probably still have 1 more layer. But yeah, the mega build's gonna be definitely... That's what this world is. This entire world is not a mega build. This is a... I had a name for it. What were they? Because there's the mega build and then whatever I came up with. I'll just call it a continental build. Because basically we're building a continent is what we're doing. Granted, that will be expanding past ocean borders at some point. For now, though, I'm pretty sure everything's on the same continent. So, that will be fun. Because, yeah, I know for a fact that the Ice Kingdom area is still on the same continent, technically, as this, since this will be connecting it. This is technically in the middle of the ocean, but that's going to change one day. One day, this is not going to be an ocean anymore. Going to have a giant landmass above it, which I need to collect so much sand, so much green dye, so much green wool. I need to get my cactus farm up and running, I think, properly. I still need to fix the smelter for it. Okay, this is taking its time. I realized that I'm feeding the cactus into a system that bone meals it, and I don't think dye can get bone mealed. If it can, it's fine. But if it can't, I then have problems. Okay, this is where our lava is problems with. That's gonna be something I have to figure out and fix. I have no easy. I don't think I can easily bypass that. We'll see. I might come up with a solution to fix it. It could just be swapping where it's going. Okay, this is actually almost fully dug out, which is impressive. I might just go to and finish this dig that is as close as it is. Fine? Yeah. So I think there's only one more wall after this one. Nope, there's 2 more walls. We'll see. Always give up a little bit of sleep if I need to finish the homework, right? Important sleep when it comes to homework. Slowly moving along. We're about to hit the lava area, aren't we? Actually, activate. Very careful, very precise code. If the lava's ever part of the roof, I am just dead. There's no easy solving it if it's in the roof. If it's in the roof, I've got problems beyond comprehension. It'd be nice to get back into Windcraft as well. There's like so many things I'm like, it'd be nice to get back into this. And I'm now doing live streaming, which makes it where I can just do whatever I want, especially since I've changed the way of doing it, where I'm like, I should be trying to maximize. I don't care. I'm just doing it for fun at this point. So, Windcraft might be something that we see again very soon on the channel. I just gotta figure out how to download whatever it's called, the mod that makes it where it's nice and easy, and get the things, and probably playing off of Modrinth. I'm assuming Modrinth is gonna have Windcraft's mod pack thing that it has they can download. And then that raises the question of, do we go off of where we were, or do a full build? I don't know. I might just continue where I was, because I think part of it's on YouTube, part of it was then played off YouTube because I got annoyed with editing. So yeah. And then that's going to have 2 links in the description of that video when I do those streams, because I need the link for the server and I need the link for the mod pack. I've learned how to do both, so it's fine. Come on, we're so close. Yeah, we'll get a lot more deep slate than stone out of this set of mines. So that's nice in that aspect. Because we will be finding a whole lot of mountains in this world. We were already finding a lot of mountains in this world. But we have not gotten a lot of deep slate, so we're at least gathering a fair portion of deep slate. If I run into lava again over here, I'm going to be... I think we passed it, but I honestly cannot tell with the minimap at this point. Yeah, we gotta go clean our inventory up. And we have 2 sets more to get through. And then we'll have all the other stuff we have stuff to do to get this anywhere near set up. I was way too ambitious thinking I could get the start of the next stream. I honestly have no clue what it requires to do this, and I am an idiot for that. But I am looking forward to getting started. We're gonna need to collect a lot of sand, so that's probably gonna be another video at some point. Set up the way I was thinking of getting all the sand I need for everything. The amount of sand that we're gonna gather is going to be a whole lot in a very efficient way. I'm also just gonna do both of these at the same time now. Just end it off. We are so close. And then, like I said, we're probably not going to have all the hoppers set up. That's actually another thing I haven't realized. The hoppers are going to act as a storage portion of it, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Like I said, I need to figure out how I'm going to actually set this up to sort items. Copper golems are, like, technically probably the best way, but the problem is they have no intelligence. They are laggy if I've got too many of them. And I don't know that I trust it to not break my world. Considering how they'll be dealing with shulker boxes loaded with things, checking things to see if it has the same thing, I feel like that can cause potential problems at the scale that we will be doing it. Because at most we'd have what? I have to set up so that I can split it. So we'd have at what? 10 setups of that? Which I think can cause a problem. So, let's not break our world. I need to place torches as I go, I just realized. Also need to see if I can figure out how to get my brightness a lot higher. So you guys see in pitch black, since I have a feeling we'll be dealing with pitch black a lot more. I think I'm like at halfways. At least that's what the minimap suggests. Yeah, we'll be going past a little bit 5 like I was planning on. But so be it. We're getting this dug out. I honestly don't know how much sand we'll be able to get. Because it's going to be based off of my pickaxe. Not my pickaxe, my shovel. But I'd love to be able to get a lot more than... We'll see. I don't actually know how many blocks I can break. And with what my pickaxe is suggesting, I won't be pulling as much sand as I thought I would be pulling home. Next one. I'm actually surprised that our pickaxe survived this. Well, that's a good sign, since I'm pretty sure that means we're not surviving. We've dug out this, and I think the chunks are going to be... I know for a fact the chunks are a lot more. So... we're going to have an actual repair system because our pickaxes are going to die on us. I'm also maybe gonna look into a mod that makes it so I can't break my tools, because I would rather not have to worry about keeping my mind off it. If not, I might be looking into seeing how hard it is to make a mod that does that, where it will see that it's at 1 durability and stop you from using said tool. I feel like someone's already made it. If not, I'd be really surprised. At the same time, I don't know how to easily mod the game. So, that would be a fun little challenge. It's here? This is here. Almost at the end. We're also getting towards, I think, the lava area. Yep. This should be clear. I think this is at the height that lava even can spawn. Yeah, I think that's where it clears out. So, never mind my thing of I think I'm at the height that lava can stop spawning at. I've just proven myself horribly wrong. And with no easy way to counter it. Oh, there goes that torch. That's not what I wanted. Luckily, we're getting our torch back. Or not. We had false hope for a second there. I grab the lava situation. That's good. Yeah. This one here. And we just keep going. So close. I'll have this done. More diamonds, yay! But here's the thing, I don't actually know if that falls within the lines of the thing. I think it technically is on the boundary, but any blocks past that block count as part of the other one, which means I'm not mining that block. So I could also be horribly off on where I am and be actually making this where it's the block where I mine the next one's the face of. I'll be already exposed, so we'll see. I don't think we should be. I think we should be fine, but I'm not in the mood to test that. Go up. It's also the middle of the night. So we've managed to dig out what we needed to. Our land. This is now set up that way. So we gotta work on getting sponges. We have to work on getting sand, we have to work on getting a whole lot of other resources that we need. I think we should still have a creep over here. Yes. Okay. We are getting closer to this being done. We now need to get all the required resources so we can actually get started on building the machine and then work on emptying the ocean. We might start working on building the sorting system and wherever I can of that soon, but I do think the next one will be us getting sand and also alongside that the sponges. We also have to figure out we're going to actually have a redstone experience over here, which might straight up, oh, wrong button, might wind up being a guardian farm, but that still is a far flight to get to it. I mean, let me see which one is further. My base is definitely further still, but I don't know. We have the instant portal system for that is the thing. It's just a lot of ender pearl waste. I'm just looking at this. We have so much work to do, and our first one's gonna be putting a dent. Oh, barely. I also realized I've not been carrying my bed. I need to go grab that. Let me clean my inventory back up to how I usually have it because, yeah. I think that's more or less how I have it. Okay. I think we're going to end it off here. I got to go do some homework. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you're subscribed. Notifications and like if you did enjoy. Next stream, we're probably collecting a lot of sand, so be prepared for that. I'll see you all on that one.